We're going. Who's cracking, everybody? Hello, 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 hello. There we go. Who's first? The fuck? Carlillos, first one in the chat. Was cracking, big dog. Hamed, first channel member. John Doe, know the gang, he says. Raymond, D. Frank, Alfred Rafa, Harley Davidson, Emmanuel, Tim Brown, Lord Henry, Matt Martinez, Pensando en la tira. RT Barbecue, Albert Garcia. See you out there in Fresno. What's cracking, everybody? Ted Rodriguez says, "What up, Dubs? How you doing today, bro? I'm doing good, homeboy. How you doing? We're a minute in, have 61 people. I appreciate you guys. Damn, Goodfellas just said first. Nah, so a couple people got in. Couple people got in before you, big dog. AGs are Ags off the block. That's a dub. What's cracking, big dog? The Mark says, "What's happening?" Gorola. Javier says, "Evening to all." Ciao. Chaos. What's up from New Zealand? Shout out to New Zealand. How you guys doing out there? Eusebio, I see you, big dog. Sloppy C's Customs was cracking. Daniel says, "I was watching your Royce video while having dinner. I look like Royce right now, inhaling my food. Chinga, fucking Royce is crazy, huh? Crazy pit bull." So what's up, Dubs? Been a minute. I've been here, big dog. Been here. Rebecca, how you doing, Rebecca? Rodolfo, Big Fig. Food and Family says, West, big food review coming tomorrow. Yes, it is. Annette, how you doing? How was my birthday? It was great, man. I had a lot of, and it was a trip because, I threw the first one. We celebrated on Saturday, the day before, so that everybody could recuperate on Sunday, get back to work on time, and doing good on Monday, right? That was the plan. And then I get a text. Hey, hopefully I see you tomorrow. It's for my tia, right? I'm gonna be making homemade menudo and a bunch of other stuff. So hopefully you can stop by. So I was like, all right, I didn't get that fucked up on my birthday. I wanted to enjoy it all and really take it all in. 50 is a big one, right? So the next day I go to my tia's and lo and behold, as Johnny would say, lo and behold, it was a surprise birthday party there as well. So I had two back to back. Harley Davidson, thank you very much for the $30 cash app, big dog. Let me write that down. Boom. Appreciate you very much, big dog. Kamai, what's up, Kamai? Abraham, I see you. Glenview 214 says Dallas Texan in the house as always. Shout out to Texas. Let's see. Abraham, happy belated birthday. Thank you. I appreciate that. Where's Little Royce OGA? That was funny, huh? Hey, what's up with the history lesson he gave today? That shit was funny. I didn't see that coming. Salad Boy 831. Oh, that was you that said that. Oh, my bad. Goodfellas says, LOL, right? I've been slipping. But we're here, big dog. Don't even trip. Henny, thank you for the $3 donation, big dog. I got you. I appreciate it. Damn, that thing sounds louder to me today. For some reason, it sounds louder. Maybe I got the thing turned up. Sox Life. What up? We're going to talk about Chichi Blue. What happened to him? I didn't even hear nothing about him. If something happened to him, because that will definitely be on one of the channels tomorrow. That's fucked up. Javier says, long day at work. What did I miss? We just started, big dog. We're not even 5 minutes in. And then Henry, thank you for the $3 Venmo. I appreciate you, big dog. And hold it now. Jason Diamond, yo, yo, yo. I cleaned out the barrels. That's what it is, huh? Hey, Mr. KC562 was cracking. Abraham, thank you for the $10 donation. Says, yo, I got an idea for Wes Watson Wednesday reaction dubs. Congrats. Oh shit. Thank you, H Chavez, for the $3 donation. You have an idea for me? Oh wait, I didn't write yours down. Let me write that down. Boom. We're right there. We're right there. Do I you have an idea for Wes Watson Wednesday, or do I? Because I don't know what I'm gonna do. I never do. What I do is I usually just go to his channel, I click videos, and I click oldest. Because to me, those are the best ones, the oldest ones. And then I just look in, if it's a funny title or a funny thumbnail, I click on it and let's go. Oh, come I on the game? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I played briefly. I played for a second last night. Oh, Trojan says, "What's up, Dubs? We need to get you a USC jersey for this coming season." My bad, big dog. I'm a Sooners fan, and Sooners fans cannot play. Man, yeah, I can't wear a Trojans jersey. My bad. Mom Nasty was cracking, big dog. Noah is here. Killer, what's up, Killer? How you doing? Manny says, "Damn, I can't wait until Willy Wonka Wednesday." Hey, Beretta Star, what's up? How you doing? King Rush, what's good? Dub? We're just chilling. We're just chilling. Fear God, how you doing? Disco, El Super Beasto. Oh, did I hear about Taiwan? China's about to start dumping Qingao, man. I hope not. Trojan says OU is badass too. Marcus Dupree, old school. That's right. Albert says that video with the historian Big Royce today was a class. Hey, but nobody watched either channel. Nobody watched my videos today. We got 120 in the building. I just noticed that. Thank you very much. Much. There was that word. What the hell is on the screen? Huh. Um, Chaos asks, what would happen in the yard if Wesley Watson in the toilet all the time playing with this? uh, yeah, I like the Sooners, Jason. Boom. Eduardo, how do you become a Sooners fan? You know what? Funny thing. When I was a youngster, I had a homeboy, and all he wore all the time was something. He every day had something on that was Sooners. And this was in the 80s. And so I started watching with them, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll roll with them. Thank you, Eduardo. Eduardo, thank you for the $10. Boom. That got the button right there. Mark that, and here you go.
Okay. With the paperwork, you know how I roll with it. You know how I roll with my paperwork. I got that shit hooped. I don't give a fuck.
Eduardo asks, he says, Buenas noches, canal. How was your day? Great. They're always great out here, man. No matter what, they're always a blessing. RC Nation says, I watched it. You had me crying, laughing, respect. Hey, that was funny as fuck, huh? Kamai says, I know North Korea acts up when the US and South Korea do military exercises every year. They do. Zach says, Sup, Dubs. Love the channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Luis asks, Hey, Dubs, don't know if you've ever answered this or if you're comfortable answering this, but what do the legends do with all the money they make? Whatever the fuck they want. That's it. That's what they do. Mob Nasty says Eduardo C100. Bill Bollinger should have played for the Oklahoma Sooners. King Rush says done. He said player. Was it hard to hoop paperwork? What? No. Veredistal says your video about the practice girls was absolutely hilarious. Every neighborhood had them. Barry Switzer days, they were Trojans. Ace 1503 says, Dubs, I'm trying to do so good, but my own family is doing me dirty. What do I do? You need to recognize the people, the places, and the things that are in your life that are toxic, and just step away from those things that you can identify. Focus on you, and don't get caught up in what other people are doing. Just pay attention to what you got to do. SoCal Rock says Wes Watson is a Sooner fan because he spent all his time in the pen at Oklahoma. uh, Santa 831 says, keep it up, big dog. Your videos are crazy but educational. Send mine's from Santa Cruz. Thank you, big dog. I appreciate that. Jason Diamond, Bill's in the house. What's up, Bill? Bill's about to get it fired up in a second. I feel it. Randy says, much respect from Corpus Christi. Shout out to everybody out there in Texas. How you guys doing? Juan F says, Bill, acknowledge Jason. You ain't lying right there. 100 perros, 100 dogs. Buenas tardes. We need Pitbull Cruz versus Tank Davis too. We do. That needs to happen. Welcome down. Says, peace to the chat. Happy belated birthday to Dub. Salute. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Keeping it 100, Dubs. What do you see yourself doing in 5 years? I don't know. I don't look that far down the line. I probably should, but I don't. What? What? Oh, I know. Let's see. Did I ever meet Mitch Big Smiley from Hard? I didn't. He did more. Yeah, he did way more time than me, I think. I hope you guys have have better weather than where I'm at. We just got 4 inches of snow and supposedly more tomorrow. Team, gal. My Fight Snoop, what's up, big dog? Thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate that, and write that down. He says, happy belated birthday, homeboy. Best channel out there. Gracias. Thank you very much. And that is My Fight Snoop's first super chat on the live stream. I appreciate that. Emmanuel says, Dubs, what's the craziest thing I saw in the pin? Craziest thing I saw. I don't know, man. There's so many things that happen that, violent shit. But I'll tell you one thing that was a trip to see. Um, I just so happened to be looking out my window, and a pigeon got caught in the electric fence, right? And I told my Sally, like, damn, this motherfucker got fried right now, right? And as I'm telling my Sally that, this is when they steal, like, when they started taking all the huras out of the towers that were on the perimeter, right? Because they had the electric fence. And the hura literally just put the gun out, the Mini 14, and just popped him. I guess because he was doing something, because he got caught on the electric fence and he didn't fall off. I guess it was doing something to the fence. That motherfucker just shot him right off the fence. That was kind of weird to me. Hey, Willie says he enjoyed the Royce El Gordo video. I'm glad you did, Holmes, because if I look right now, I don't even think 2,000 people watched that today. I think I'm gonna have to retire Royce, man. At least, my reactions. Not retire Royce. Hey, I want Royce to do another 20 years of these reviews, man. But I don't think I'm gonna react to him anymore. Hey, Trojan says, hopefully he has 1 million subscribers in 5 years from now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jason Diamond. No, Rob G, I haven't seen that video. Jason Diamond. I see the Tyson sparring matches. 16-ounce gloves. Might as well be sparring with pillows on their hands. And just like Kamai says, it don't matter what gloves Mike wears, he's gonna hit like a truck. B Kitty, newish follower, great channel. Respect. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Shout out to Canada. E Medina, what's cracking, big dog? I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see, Young D is Scott Peterson. Oh, I don't think he's innocent at all. Bill Bollinger. Bro, Dubs, you should set up a Streamlabs account. I think I do have one. Hold on. The hell? Oh shit. Hold on, you guys. Hey, let me see. Killer Sauce. Royce be sucking up tomorrow's air. Hold on, hey, hold on. Let me see. All right, I had to check. Hold on, I'm getting a bunch of stuff. My bad, you guys. Let's see. Have maybe the guard was putting it out of his mouth. They don't care about that. I think it was probably gonna short out the fence or something. We need to get Royce a gym membership. What the? Órale, Vladimir says, saludos from Kuwait. What's cracking? Tweaks Alonso. We live again. Eso es todo. Chaos Dubs. What is the pettiest shit you seen blow all the way up? In the joint? Hmm. I mean, to me, I've seen the two biggest riots that happened the whole entire time I was in prison was the 96 one in New Folsom and the 2001 in Pelican Bay. Those were the biggest riots that happened the whole time I was down. And they both happened over absolutely nothing. Said, I mean, the one in New Folsom, I think was even worse. You know, there really wasn't a need for that thing to happen. Neither one of them, but that one was really on some like lightweight. I mean, it was stupid. Let's see. Trojan says, "Don't forget about us when you do." How could I? I can only get there because of you guys. You know that. We need brother. Hey, where his brother? Have I done any time with homies from Oxnard? Absolutely. Eduardo says, "Yeah, my G, love your channel. Love how you are in person. How are you? How are you? How you are? What teachers to be a better person in life? You never do mistakes. Oh, I've made a lot of mistakes. We know that." Bernardo, I was just watching that because I was like, I like to scroll through YouTube and see, okay, what can I talk about tomorrow? And I always go and look at No Jumper because for some reason it seems like a lot of you guys like when I do reactions to that. But that whole thing that he did, he planned that stuff for 10 days. I think it was disrespectful to two different communities. I say I'm not even gonna do nothing on that. SoCal Rock says Royce Miller videos are amazing. Jason Diamond, sorry I didn't watch your Royce video yet, but I was about to sit down and eat and didn't want to spoil my meal. Hey, he's funny though. Oh, Trojans, yeah, that was a long, long time ago. But yeah, that I mean, it's crazy. I should throw a oldies but dubbies live. Doobies, oldies but doobies. 100 perros, 100 dogs. You think Ryan Garcia is tripping? I mean, he did predict the bridge catastrophe. He did? Holy shit. I didn't know that. Redstone, no, I don't think they were accurate. Because Hollywood always has to do their little twist. 150 in the building. Thank you guys. Hollywood always has to put their little twist, and that's where things get real fucked up. Angeles West says, West Dub, say some stories about people from the Hawthorne, Lenox, Inglewood area. I remember more dudes from Lenox, a lot of dudes from Lenox, a few from Inglewood. I don't really remember too many from Hawthorne, though, big dog. Am I an atheist? No, I'm a Christian. I always say I'm a Christian, but I'm nobody else's version of a Christian. Hey, what's up, Joseph G? How you doing? Vicky's Town Chronicles, how you doing? Vicky's Town Chronicles says Boulevard Nights is more correct than the other two flicks. I could agree, especially for that area. I mean that era, the area. Oh, wait, here it is. I almost hit the wrong button.
Who the fuck told you to speak? Pablo?
Almost missed that right there. Orale, Abraham, thank you very much for the $5, big dog. Boom, here we go. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, Willy Wonka video, Chow Hall. I might have done something on that. I'm not sure, but I'll write it down. Dixie Norman. Dixie Norman. I read the whole thing before I should have read it in my head. Dixie, Dubs, Big Viking, and the OC Woodpile sends respects to you and yours. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Chaos asks Dubs, what joint were you in that had the loudest snorers? I know you heard them. My Sally, my older homeboy. He grew up with my dad, my homeboy Güero. This bottle had asthma so bad that he snored when he was awake. Not always, but like if he did a shot of carga and he'd be sitting there, I would have my, like my back to him writing a letter or whatever I was doing at the desk or be on the bunk. And I would just hear the snores and I'd be like, damn. But at night, oh my God, I used to think he broke his own neck when he was snoring. I was like, son of a bitch. Other homies would be like, how in the fuck can you sleep through that? And I'm like, because it does the same thing every night. You get used to it. It's the same. It's when he stops snoring that's going to wake me up. Who do I think would win if you throw Johnny and Adam in a cell with a fierro? You talking about Johnny from Cantarranas? Johnny would destroy that dude. Come on, Adam. Every time he thinks somebody's getting serious, he always wants to run out of the fucking. he watch whenever people get serious, he starts wanting to run. Puro party, what's up, big dog? Buenas noches. Let's see. Paifafo, man. Joseph G says, don't man. Raider Juju 23 says, Saludos Dubs. Just wanted to jump on real quick and let the gente know any truckers out there looking for a job. We're looking for 8 flatbed drivers. There you go. Was I ever locked up with homies from Logan Heights? Absolutely. I have. Hell yeah. I've been at SB Munchies. Shot of carga. Carga is heroin. So it's like, yeah, shooting up some heroin. What do you think the best? What I think is the best Mexican food in SB? I mean, I'm from the West. I like cucas. Caesar's Place on the east side is really good. Um, so I'd be fair and say one of each. Oh yeah, J Rod. I had several people throughout my life try to tell me how, don't follow down the path I was on. You got to remember, I'm the fourth one in my family busted for murder. So I had plenty of examples, but I was too stupid to learn from their mistakes. I had to make my own. M Valerie, thank you very much for the $10. Appreciate that. And Eduardo Contreras, thank you for the dollar donation, big dog. I appreciate you. Sonny's live, and Sonny was live right now. Shout out to Sonny. Bill says, Christian or not, the Sermon on the Mount is the greatest moral teaching ever recorded. I am not a Christian and don't go to church though. Lucky says, fool, I saw an old ass video of Adam arguing with someone and just throwing a punch out. What? Throwing a punch out of him. Weak ass punch, and he was way bigger. His staff had to jump the guy. And it was probably fake. Everything that dude does, I think, is staged. And I think he's got a cast of characters with him now that they're in on everything, eh? Let's see. Where we at? Mob Nasty says West. Do I like tripas tacos? Of course. Hey, puro party. I think you can do it on your own now. I don't know anybody, but I think that stuff, this new law that just passed, you can get rid of that. Did I ever hear about the Bloods and Crips riot in Lancaster in around 94? All five buildings were on the yard. All five buildings were on the yard. No fences either. No, I didn't. 94. I had entered the CDC at the end of 94. I was in the county for 93 and 94, and then entered CDC late 94, October. Joy Pulido says, Pulido family in the house. Buenas noches. How you doing? What's the best spelling mistake that I've seen inside? I don't know, but I know one of my Sallies told me a story when he got out and they were driving down the freeway. He was my Sally was from Sangra, and they were driving down the freeway out there all pedo and fucking. It was him and his homies and his one of his homegirls. So he was like, "Hey, pull over." They had a can of spray paint, and he wrote everybody's fucking name that was in the car. He hit it up, fucking big old Sangra on the wall, and he wrote everybody's name. And when he jumped in the car, everybody was laughing, but his homegirl was all mad. And he's like, "What's she all mad about?" Hold on. Hey. So, anyways, he's like, "What the fuck she all mad about?" And they go, "Look at what you wrote, eh?" And he wrote everybody's name, but on the homegirl, his homegirl's name was Sad Girl, and he wrote Sad Grail. Can't fix that. You can't erase it. There we go. I had to clear all that shit off my phone right now. Let's see. Braider, Killer Sauce wants to know what company you're talking about. Zzz. Ask, did you get your liquor from Ray's back in the day? I remember when Ray's was Costello's, big dog. I remember when Ray bought the store. It used to be Costello's before it was Ray's. Of course, that's right around the corner from headquarters. The park is right around the corner. You know, so yeah, everybody went there. Mission Liquor, we went there. Um, the Shell, the Mobile, if we had to. Yeah, I was busted with vouchers from Delhay. GV, I've done several videos on the history, and I have done a video with Marvelous as well. Dylan Johnson, thank you very much for the $5. Appreciate that. And maybe down the line, that's something we could entertain. Do I play lotto? I very, very rarely. I usually only wait when it's huge, and then I missed it. I swear I was going to win that one if I would have just played. To Papi, Dubs, how should I treat my tooth infection? Go to the dentist. Serio, especially if it's on the top. That it can infect your brain. Oh, they're moving right now. Fun fact, Dubs, I got the same tattoo on my face. Haha. Been had it for over 10 years ago. Now for the fools in the comments, shout out to the raza. There you go. Let's see. Say my love from the heart. Hey, shout out to the Hardberry Street Squeeze Dubs. How'd you fun? I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it until I was out. Once I was out, I didn't have time to think about it. Chaos Dubs. Who spun the most ridiculous yarn to you inside? Jason says, "Get my ticket for Powerball tomorrow." I got to get one. Somebody told me to get it. I'm won it. I've won it. But as far as who spun the most ridiculous yarn, I told a story about this guy. Um, this dude was probably the biggest liar I ever met. Like everything that he said, it was a lie, and it wasn't even like close. Um, And he wound up getting hit for it. But I mean, he was he was young too. He was trying to make friends, and I mean, you can't do that in prison. You can't just be caught in a lie after lie after lie because nobody trusts you. Willow Street, I'm not sure. Paragons, yeah. I don't have any stories like that. Fat dudes that didn't want to work out. I mean, they were going to work out, especially if they were in the oil. Everybody's going to work out. Alfonso says, tapping in from Maui, Hawaii. Had to take the wife on our 10-year anniversary. That's right. Congratulations, you guys. Wes had a whole video on how he was on in the shoe and couldn't go to the dentist. Oh my god, are you serious? I need to know what video that is. That's fucking hilarious. Okay, hey, good night, Trojans. Oh man, street squeeze. I hate that question. I've answered it. I ate fucking Jack in the Box. I used to think about food all the time, and the first fucking thing I ate was Jack in the Box. Bill, thank you for the $10, big dog. I appreciate that. And that boom, look at that. That put us exactly at 50. Here goes the button, and I'll get to your question.
With the paperwork, you know how I roll with it. You know how I roll with my paperwork. I got that shit hooped. I don't give a fuck.
Bill asks, when you refer to the legends, are you speaking about individuals within particular factions? Is there usually one? I'm not going to get into all that, but no, I'm referring to anybody that's from any of those organizations. Jason Diamond says Powerball is up to 1.09 billion. The assassin. Yeah, I got to play that. Thank you for reminding me. I'm playing tomorrow. Pablo Watson. How many years will Crip Mac get? I don't know. That's up to whoever decides. I think that guy should have never had it on him. If he supposedly had him, so they said this time he didn't have nothing on him. So I don't know. Bill says you think you're slick dodging the Fed questions. Street Squeeze says the first thing I ate was Burger King. I hate it too. You know what? I would have rather had Burger King than Jack in the Box. Keeping it real. Chaos. What era would you have chosen to do time in if you could have chosen? I wouldn't even want to pick an era. Jail is jail, man. Um, Bill, you think you're slick? Emilio says 1.9 billion would be scary to have, to be honest. Well, you're not going to get that much, but shit. Half of that, 40% of that is amazing to hold on to, right? Yeah, see, Jason Diamond says it's only 650 million after taxes if you take one lump sum. I definitely would. I would take the whole lump sum and buy a damn island and go live there. Daniel says, I could be wrong, but I bet Adam 16 used Crip Mac for views. Of course he did. And revenue and isn't keeping his locker full. I believe that. Samantha Lynn, how you doing? Tom, In-N-Out Burger. Oh, Street Squeeze had dinner and dessert. He said, I ate Burger King and some panocha. So he had, his meal and his dessert. There you go. What's going on with my chain right here? There we go. Paco, what's cracking, big dog? Tupapi says, Dubs, what is a J-Cat? Is it a mental dude or a dude that acts like one? It's both. The real term is it's in the Title 15, which is the rules and the regulations of the California Department of Corrections, and it's actually it's a category designation under classification. It's called category J, and then everybody flipped it and turned it into JCat, and it's dudes that have mental issues, but it's also as a lot of words get used in slang. if you see somebody just acting stupid, say about to over fucking catting out. I mean, he's acting like a J cat. No, Crispy, it wasn't you. I said his name. It was Mister 707 or some shit like that. Sarah, how you doing? Jason Diamond says Adam doesn't care about anyone on his platform. I don't think he cares about anyone in his life. Actually, I honestly think he's a sociopath. Would I still drop content if I won the lottery? Absolutely, absolutely. I would have a. It would completely change what I would do. I would like to do. Maybe on a small channel, turn it into, instead of just reactions, I would like to travel, man. And imagine somebody with my background and gone having gone through everything I went through, to be able to show you places all over the world that would let me in, and you see through my eyes, my reactions. I think that would be a trip. Dogloke says that if he had a cool billion, he'd start a family with a gang of different baby mamas, prenups for all their asses. Veredistal says Street Squeeze had his practice girl. Tu Papi says a Southsider told you that a JCat has a different meaning for the South. Okay. Party official, that's up to him. Street Squeeze says, nah, no practice girl. What's good? How you doing, real deal? Steve said that would be cool. Yeah, that's what I would do, and I would also probably want to build a studio, make it really super professional, and try a lot of different things, because then it wouldn't be where views wouldn't matter as much. It would be, I'm already solidified as far as financially, and then we can try a bunch of different things and just see where it goes. You know. Oh, I didn't even hear about that. The Prodigy says, Dubs, what's up with Little Caesars Pizza? Heard there's been a lot of people with the run. I don't know. What countries would I want to visit? I don't know. I never really sat down to think about it. But I would like to see a lot of different places, man. Obviously, I wouldn't be like that guy that went to fucking Haiti when it's fucking the whole place is going crazy, you know? Crazy Loco says, make it happen. I'm gonna win the lottery tomorrow. And it's going down. Chaos says, Dubs, when cats ticked up and trying to slide out the side door was the most elaborate way you've seen guys in New Zealand always go to medical and pull asthma. Get me out of here. It's kind of similar. Joseph G says, smash that like button for Dubs. It restarted on you. Sorry about that, Paco. I don't know why it does that shit. David Rangel says, hey, Dubs, what's up with the assassin? Nobody knows, homeboy. That's why he's still the assassin. Nobody knows. Hey, I went over there to see him. What's Jumpsuit Pablo talking about? And he does all his videos like that. So I had to take a shit, right? But there wasn't a lot of toilet paper. And I was wondering, I was asking myself, I stared at that toilet paper roll and I asked myself, is that enough? That's how we be talking, eh? There you go, Jason. Jason says, I want my 5% for reminding you to play. Damn, Puro Party says, besides Dubs, it's Valuetainment and Joe Rogan. Father Time 808. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Appreciate that. Joe Certified 805er says, stand up. Santa Paula's in the house. 550 Benz. Dubs, do you believe the pyramids of Egypt and others around the world were built by levitation? I don't know. I don't know how how they were built, and nobody really can say. Wow, Bill says Patrick Ben David. Was it Patrick Ben PBD? I like that channel. I just can't remember his last name. Is a scammer. He's not Armenian either, fool. He's fucking Iranian. knock out, knock out this dude. Party official. I don't know if I have. Bill, he's not Armenian. He's Iranian. Joseph G says, "Hey, Dubs, keep doing your thing. Seeing your worst YouTube critics, they're going nowhere in life. They're going to be 60 years old. Actors that went nowhere. The last laugh is yours." You know what? I appreciate that. I don't even like to acknowledge it. Like I see somebody keeps trying to ask me a question in here about that stuff, and I'm not going to answer it. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of went answered it a little bit the other day. People can believe whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? I think I've been on YouTube long enough for people to get an understanding. Just watch my videos. Sit there and watch an hour of them straight. And I think you have an understanding of the kind of person that I am, you know. Um, that's all I can say about that stuff. Oh, Cowboys fam. Okay, you're talking about Adam. Okay. Cowboys fan bam. He says, my question is why hasn't this Vato Adam gotten a calentada yet? He's been out of bounds too many times on this. I don't know. I'm sure he's not a high priority. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I wouldn't even want to speculate that kind of stuff. Redistal says, Dubs, you make a lot of fascinating videos and you are a natural storyteller. Will you ever do a video about the history and origins of various barrios that have had the most influence? No. No, because they can only tell their own stories. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that I could get it right. And when you're talking about stuff like that, the history of barrios, you have to be 100% right, especially if you're not from there. Cass says, "You're the man, Dubs. I'm out from work. I'm out home from work. Time to chill with the kids and mumsy. Peace till next time." All right, thank you, homeboy. You have a good night. Bo says, "Just got home and it's live. What's good, Dubs? Chilling, homie. How you doing?" Joseph G says, "Art LeBeau was Armenian." Hey, Armenians are they're good people. Like, I just thought of. He's like, you ever notice they're all car salesmen? No, I've never noticed that, not once. But I noticed they got money. Shit. Puro Party says, "Don't know if he's a scammer, but I like his content." I do too. But what is he scamming? I've never heard of him asking for money. It froze. It did the video did the live freeze on you guys? Okay, not frozen on your. So it's probably somebody probably just came out of a damn commercial and it did it again. I know that part. Yeah, Jason Diamond says that he PBD owned a huge insurance company and sold it, far from a scammer. 408. I don't know anything about that. Oh, I was reading. Okay. Party official says, Dubs, you ever consider getting a bachelor's degree since getting out of the pen? The question occurred to me during the Boxer Enriquez video where you talked about the importance of education. Well, I would have to finish my AA before I could get a BA. And who knows? Maybe I would do that down the line. Maybe I will. No, Cowboys. He's you're talking about G Face. He's the one that tries to get people in. He's the Armenian, getting people in trucking. He's talking about was it Patrick Bet David, Valuetainment, the creator of Valuetainment, the Valuetainment channel, one of my favorite podcasts. That's a different dude. He's from Iran. A Reef Keeper says he's eating a 16 pack of tacos inspired by Royce. Shout out to Royce. Oh, hey, look, hey. This is Royce. Hey, look. This is the taco right here, right? This is the taco when he first grabs it. He takes one bite, and all that's left is that. And then he takes 4 bites to finish that. Like, come on, oh boy. You ain't tricking us. We saw the first part. Rob, I'm not taking any. When I was in prison, I was taking classes, and my I was majoring in business, so I took a bunch of business classes, and then of course, you have to take an ethics class, um, philosophy. Why is it philosophy? I remember it was ethics, like philosophy 120 or some shit. I don't remember, but you had to take an ethics class, and I took what I needed to take, but I just never finished. What was the biggest culture shock I experienced when I first hit prison? None, because I had been to YA. I had done years in YA before that. What did I think of the ethics class? I don't really remember much about it. I mean, this was years ago. The debate between Cuomo and Candace Owens wasn't too shabby after the State of the Union. Really, I don't like Cuomo. Um, I just it's unfortunate that the media in the United States is biased. And it hurts the country. The media should still have to go by um, some type of ethics where their personal politics can't invade the news. But we're so far past that point that it could never be fixed. Oh shit, I don't even know 550 Benz. Eric Singleton, huh? Dubs, missed you for a week. I was in the hospital for a week. Back now. Keep up the good work. Thank you, and hopefully everything's back in order for you, and you're feeling great. Let's see. Red is still. I think the biggest thing was how disrespectful people are out here, and it's not that they intend to be, but when you're in prison, everybody's super duper respectful until it's time not to be. And even in that time, usually, people keep respectful. There's gonna always be some that don't, safe behind a door. But I think it's the like even in the shopping, like going shopping to this day, it trips me out when I go shopping that people will literally like a couple will be in front of you in the aisle in the grocery store and just stop and start talking to each other, and you're like standing. I'm standing behind them, like, what the fuck is this? Eh? Like, can you move? One of you move to the side and let me go through it. That right there is just like little shit like that. That stuff and people banging into your cart, and people like you're going to reach for something, they'll reach in front of you. It's like, fuck, that shit is crazy. Hey, Change Man for Life. What's up, big dog? How you doing? Check out his channel. He got a channel. I think I don't know if it just came out. I saw it pop up on IG that you're going to be on American Cholo. So congratulations, big dog. Hopefully it helps you out. Hopefully it blows your channel up. He's a fellow former lifer. Let's see. Samantha Lynn says, stay on until I get home. I got 52 minutes left. Shit, I'm going to be getting off in about 10. I got to go to sleep. Do I remember what I was doing when the planes hit the tower? Yeah, I was in my cell, had just got out of the shoe. I was in New Folsom, and I think I was at the sink, and my cellie was watching TV, and my cellie was like, "Hey, fool, I think a plane flew into this building." I was like, "How in the fuck is a plane gonna fly into that building?" I mean, like, how are they not gonna see that? And we're having that discussion, and then he was like, "A fool, a fucking another plane just flew in," and I looked, and they were showing where it had just hit it, right? And I was like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, we were in the cell. Am I up on the Mayans? I didn't do a lot of study on the Maya. Let me see. Let me see. Lucky Chucky. Hey, Perro, how do you feel about the black saying not to do content on? It's very few that say that. They actually say that, and it. I have a lot of support from the blacks. A lot of blacks support my channel. That's my soul section. They even say, hey, so hey, this is a supporter from the soul section. Um, but the thing that I always say is this, when I have responded, when they say something that, in the comments, and I'll tell them, it's okay for Vlad TV, Adam 22, and all these other guys that are white, the white devil, as some call them. It's okay for them to say something, but for some reason, a Mexican can't. And I'm never biased. I try to never ever be biased. If I'm talking about something, it's for a reason. Hopefully, has a positive message or creates positive thought. Okay, Change Man for Life was on BR when it happened. I had just landed on CR. Oh, DMF Production says I tried the char bacon cheeseburger from The Habit thanks to a previous video you did in The Habit of the Five Guy. It's bomb, fool, right? Did I study the Aztec Empire? I studied that. The main studying I did was on the so-called Aztecs. That word is kind of like the same as when people say Hispanic. Um, what's up, Antonio? How you doing? Lala says, hello. First time I caught you live, sending mines from the Bay. Thank you. Shout out to everybody in the Bay. Yee. Let's talk about. Nope, we're not talking about Diddy. Any smells that immediately remind me of or take me back to prison? No. Lucky Chucky. Do you wait? Do you feel the Aztecs sold out to Cortez? No. Um, Montezuma sold out to him, and he didn't let the fight that should have happened happen. And as a result, they were able to slaughter the main generals during a certain celebration. And then the disease of smallpox um, decimated a lot of the warriors, and and Cortez had hundreds of thousands of indigenous people fighting alongside of the Spaniards. There was only 1200 Spaniards. Um, had everyone said, fuck this, let's fight these dudes, it would have been different. But everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Clown World, thank you very much for the $5. I appreciate that. Clown World says you deserve way more subs and views than you have. You should try to get on Lockdown, 23 and 1, or another big channel. You would blow up. I kind of want to keep everything like natural. You know what I mean? Or hopefully you understand what I mean. Bill says, Dubs, thank you for not talking about Diddy. Every single YouTuber just talks about the same stuff that is popular. I like that you stick to the things you know instead of what everyone else. Well, I have to balance it out though, too, Bill. Um, because there are a lot of people that want to hear my particular perspective when it comes to certain things. So that's why I try to do different things. Do I know any history about Cuauhtemoc? I know a little bit. I don't know, Cowboys fan bam. That's true. Vickystown Chronicle says Africans were with the Spanish. They were, and unfortunately, they say that it was an African slave that was killed. That he's the one that gave smallpox. Like conveniently, they blame the black guy even in that, right? I don't believe that. I believe, they were just the Europeans had that. They had it and got over it or whatever, but the Americas were so pristine and so clean that disease was able to just fuck everybody up. Bill, cut it out, Bill. Bill says the Aztecs were brutal. Even other natives teamed up against them. They were terrorizing all the other local villages and other tribes, of course. The other natives hated the Aztecs. What are the Aztecs? Let me ask you that. What are the Aztecs? Since they're so brutal and violent, what are the Aztecs? Bill, Bill, you're regurgitating a lot of propaganda. Bill says the Aztec Empire was sacrificing like 1,000 people a day at some point. How are there still so many people there then? Like at what point can they not do that? They would go to other people's tribes and locals and take their people and go sacrifice them. The other natives hated the Aztecs. What are the Aztecs? See, you got to understand something, Bill. Cortez was a crook. Cortez stole the boats that he came over here with. He stole them from Cuba, promising people, if you come with me, we're going to find all this gold. And that's all he was searching for. Um, the slaughtering that the Spaniards did, they had to justify it to the royalty back in Spain. So they told beautiful stories of savagery and how the Spaniards were there to wipe out the evil. And come on, Holmes, you really believe that shit? It makes no sense. But I really want to know. Have you answered me yet? Who are the Aztecs? Okay, see, this is what you're really gonna try to tell me, like somebody who studied for years and years and years and years and years, studied my ancient history, and you're gonna tell me it's a name for a group of people who lived under a particular empire. So, just so you know, the word Aztec is the same as the word Hispanic. All tribes that spoke Nahuatl were considered Aztec. None of them called themselves Aztec. That was something the Spaniards did later. Okay. Um, and these so-called Aztecs, as you call them, were fighting alongside Cortez against the Triple Alliance, which is a term you should be using. But we're not going to get into all that. But obviously, you've read some stuff and you soaked it all up and you sucked it up and you believe the lies that had to justify the slaughter that took place. 550 Ben says, Dubs, isn't it ironic when Tenochtitlan was at its peak, it had about 250,000 people. And today, Mexico City has over 20 million people today on the same grounds that their ancestors once walked. It is a trip. And it's also a trip. I've mentioned the book before, and I'll just say real quick. I mentioned the book on the conquest that had actual letters from the Spaniards during the conquest that they were sending back to Spain. And they themselves said that Tenochtitlan was a city more beautiful than any city they had ever seen in Europe or anywhere else. But yet they want to paint a picture of savages and barbarians. I haven't, Lucky Chucky. Mexica is Spanish. I don't know where you get that from. Maybe the spelling, because our ancestors didn't have an alphabet. But as far as the name Mexica, that's what they call themselves. And their city was actually called Mexico Tenochtitlan. Mexico, Mexico Tenochtitlan was the real name of their city. And that's why it's I don't want to get into the whole thing. People, I'm not gonna get into, just read a lot of books, and look through the bibliographies and keep getting other books and other books, and you'll start to see stuff. Jonathan, the Aztecs were cleaner than the Europeans. Oh, definitely, because the Europeans thought bathing created or spread disease, and that's why when you see the old pictures of the Europeans, when they had the wigs and really white faces, it was powder, because they didn't want to bathe, so they would keep putting powder, like perfumed powder, on their bodies. Okay, Bill, let's play your game for a second. So the Triple Alliance practiced human sacrifice. Okay, so did the Romans. They fed human beings to lions and other animals. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, to say that they sacrifice thousands a day is a fucking lie. Um, and if you just read about the Flowery Wars, just read about that. If they were that's, it's so crazy that people still want to say, were their sacrifices absolutely for religious purposes? That was their religion. Am I saying their religion is right? No. But thousands and thousands, when they finished building the main temple, oh, there was a lot of sacrificing of enemies. They sacrificed their enemies. They were their enemy. Um, Look, I've done years and years of studies, and I'm not gonna argue with people over this or that. You know what I mean? Vicky's Town. So here's the thing that I'll say to Vicky's Town, because I see the way you're spelling it, right? You have to remember, what they had no alphabet, zero written language, zero. It was all pictographs. They had no alphabet. So if we're gonna put an H somewhere or a K somewhere instead of a C, they didn't spell. All spelling came from the Spaniards. It was how it was spoken. That's what they had. They had word of mouth and pictographs. So, okay, you guys, I've been on for over an hour. I appreciate everybody that was here tonight. Thank you very much for participating in the live, supporting the channel. I appreciate you very, very much. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.